if a guy tells a girl, listen, we never gonna be together, we ain't gonna be shit, and she still continues to come around and he dogs her, is he wrong?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This shit have been on my mind for quite some time. I gotta put the shit on the line. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Welcome back. Welcome all the way the hell back to yet
all the way
another
baby.
Episode of Dropping Dymes podcast.
Dropping Dymes.
I know when you said it in the first two, but hey, just in case you didn't know, my name is Byron.
I noticed that too. I'm Wallace.
And I'm Brandon, for the new listeners.
Snitching.
And we are dropping.
You started the season off snitching.
You did?
You did.
No, y'all just made it that.
Because it was.
What was the snitch?
You was snitching on your brother.
Smoking weed?
Yeah.
Everybody do that.
You do?
No?
Oh.
You
My
do?
bad. You not everybody.
Do you?
Sometimes.
Do
In
you?
my way back past.
Okay, so
In my past.
that's the majority right there.
Huh? Not said in my past though.
Okay.
We can't do it no more. It's not. Alright, go ahead, bro.
2
You
out of
good. You
3.
good. But not now though.
But, okay.
And if I was, you couldn't snitch on me. But you would.
I just asked you the question.
I know,
all.
and I just told you.
You said yeah.
No, in my past.
Okay, but it happened.
You ready?
2 out of 3.
You ready?
Happy to have you here with us today.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thanks for coming and giving us just
don't want
a
these
little
snitches,
bit
but
of
we
your
was,
time.
Snitched on my brother.
Thanks for giving us a little bit of your
And then
time
did it again.
and just a little bit of your space to let us come do what we do, and that's talk.
Talk,
So,
man.
Yeah. As
Talk,
you can see,
man.
we gonna talk. Man, we're gonna jump right into it.
You had a question this week.
I got a question of the week.
Yeah, I think they liked it.
Yeah, it was a pretty good question.
Oh, I think they liked it.
What was the worst thing that's happened to you while on a date? Y'all want to answer?
I never had none.
You never had nothing bad happen on a date?
So everything was just amazing.
Everything
and
just
great.
went smooth?
I mean, yeah, as smooth as it should be. There ain't nobody ever walked out. Yeah, nah.
Are you late one time?
Yeah, but I communicated that. But
Oh, see, there you go. There's a lesson right there. Communicate.
Nah.
All right, man. I'll go. Let's see.
I always got some.
So I was 16, and my family's in Baltimore, so I was up there with them, and there was this young lady that I was everything for. We went out on a date, went to the movies, and only her and I know this happened. And I used to I wanted to be on the football team, so I had me a Wallace Miles jersey my family had made, and I was trying to show out, so I had that on.
I think you told us about this. Go ahead.
So I had the jersey on. We went to the movies, and when you 16, you're not completely familiar with a woman's cycle, so you don't realize like all the possibilities of what could happen. But in the middle of the movie, she was like, "My cycle just came on," and I'm like, "What does that mean?" I don't know. She said, "I'm gonna stand up. I want you to check me." And of course, she had a white skirt on, so she stood up, and it was a nice little circular dot that was like hello, and I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. But I honestly look back and I was like, I appreciate how much of a gentleman I at least was, hopefully still am. I took that jersey off that I had so much pride in, and I told her to wrap it around her waist, and she wore it the rest of the night, and we just continued to have a good time. So the worst thing turned into a good moment, but it was just kind of awkward for a 16-year-old to experience that. Hey, that's all I got.
Did she go like take care of it?
I mean, as best she could, but I mean, the dot wasn't going nowhere.
I'm saying she ain't had no pad. Like she didn't go get a pad or nothing, a tampon or nothing. She just bled the rest of the night.
She might have had one on and just
I'm about to say
that first day.
she went and did something in the bathroom.
Okay, cool.
but-
All right, that.
So
I'm
she
like,
wasn't leaking down her leg the rest
okay,
of the
so
night.
I'm
Nothing
like,
that.
man, I just put the skirt on and we continue tonight. I'm like, hold on.
Hey, from my perspective, we did.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, she went to the bathroom at some point. I don't know what happened in there.
Yeah, okay.
But I mean,
All right.
the stain was there.
Like shit.
She was
You could make
embarrassed.
That shit bleed. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
I'm
it did though. But
I'm natural.
yeah, that was probably the worst thing that I've ever had on a date. I'm a very nice gentleman. Everything always goes to plan.
That's like, Mine didn't necessarily happen on the date.
Your
but that shit
girlfriend
happened.
showed up.
No. But that shit happened after the date. So me and this girl, man, girl, she went to fam. I knew her from fam. And this was like living here. Man, went out with this chick, man, we had a good time, bro. We eating good, drinking good. And I had went and picked her up since we already knew each other. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, I don't want this nigga to know where I live, no shit like that. So I went and picked her up. We go out, had a good time, man. Take her back to the crib. And where she lived, it was some dudes standing like right under the little cover area.
Yeah.
So she was like, hey, yo, walk me to my door. Make sure I'm straight. I'm like, yeah, I got you. I thought this shit out. So I walked her to the door. She was like, all right, just walk in with me. Make sure ain't nobody in here. I'm like, damn, all right. It's like that out here? So we walk around. Everything straight. She was like, man, I really appreciate it. I was like, all right, cool. So I leave. So I'm driving. I call my brother. I'm driving to the crib. I get a text message. She was like, just went out and had some drinks with some friends. You feel like coming over? I was like, bitch! My brother said, go back. Go back. I was like, damn. I was that guy.
The guy.
I was the guy.
You
That shit hurt my
I
heart.
said you was me.
That shit hurt. That shit hurt me, dog.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn. So I ain't even respond.
Oh, what'd you do? I about to say, did you go back?
I ain't go back. I ain't
Please, I'm
respond.
glad you didn't go back.
The next day, she texted me. She was like, hey. I was like, hey. And she was like, what's good, man? How your day going? I was like, we ain't gonna talk about this? She was like, talk about what? Bro, we really gonna act like you didn't try to send a text message to somebody else and you sent it to me? And I think
Maybe she probably didn't even recognize. She probably still waiting on a response.
I think she got drunk and went to sleep before whatever happened, right? But she was like, oh, I just saw that, like, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, it's cool. I just didn't.
Was it cool?
No, it wasn't cool.
Okay.
So I didn't want to speak to her again. But she's a text. She was like, man, what you getting into this weekend? Not no
you.
fucking drinks with you.
Not you.
Not a drink. I ain't care. She owed me anyways in my mind, but
She
I'm
owed
not
you what?
buying.
Totally got the lick back.
But I was like, nah, I ain't buying nothing else.
Taking that chance. I had an instance, and it was a split second. I had flew to another city, and I had a friend from. I can't say that right.
I'm gonna give y'all some of the answers that they gave too. Go ahead.
I had flew to another city to see like this girl that I was working on to be my girlfriend, but a friend of mine from way back, like high school, was living there, and I don't think I really understood like signals. So I was like, I'm gonna see my friend from high school this first night, and just cause I ain't been around you, I ain't seen you, so I'm gonna go hang with you, and then I'm gonna go with Shawty. I never made no real advances. I mean, I was hanging out with her and her family, so it might have felt like a certain thing, but we had a cool night. I ain't do nothing. Went over to the girl I was pursuing, and we ended up going to this like festival. And the girl that I had been with the night before, the girl I was with knew her. So we walking through the festival to the festival, and of course, as soon as we get there, the other girl walking up, and she look at us, and you could tell she holding back tears, and I'm fucking oblivious. This girl walks away, pissed the fuck off. My girl recognized who she is, and she could tell that face like this girl thought something was going on. So now she pissed at me the whole rest of the day. I'm like, I just fucked this shit up and I ain't even know.
So you flew out of town. Okay. I'm gonna leave the rest.
Hey, I see the flaw now, but back then I was just like, I'm just going to hang out with a friend of mine.
So did you tell the other girl?
The girl
But
I
you
went to
was
see, I told her.
I'm finna go
I told
kick
both
it.
of them where.
Oh, well, you did your part.
I don't know. I might not have told her first.
Okay.
I might have.
You
I think I-
probably
I
ain't
was about
say,
to
hey, I'm
say,
hanging out
'cause,
with somebody else tomorrow.
I think
Ain't
I
no-
did.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
no
had
need
to.
for her to be mad.
I had to.
So what-
Sometimes it ain't even that you was hanging out with somebody else. Sometimes it's just the person that you're hanging out with.
It might have been. I don't fucking know. But it was a bad day.
It's a bad trip.
So
It ended up being a good trip.
Okay, well, that's good. You had a threesome.
that day.
Okay, that's good. That's the only way that turns out a good trip.
defend.
Hey, one day out of 3 days, You lose one, win two, I'm straight.
So one young lady said, I actually don't go on dates that often, but I remember years ago this guy came to get me, and his car broke down. I didn't judge him at all, but I was like, if you knew that you were having car issues, you should just been honest, and I could have came and got you or whatever. I was like, damn. I was like, but the sentiment was there. I was like, some people would have been instantly turned off because, you know what I'm saying, cars are a big deal to some people. She was like, yeah, I'm not that judgmental person, and she really ain't. So,
but shit happened.
Yeah,
shit, I
shit
didn't know I was having car trouble till just now.
some nigga been put duct tape on some shit and be like,
I was about to say.
this hopefully there's a hole through this
Some
one.
cars I didn't have, they shut off most days, but some days they don't. Maybe today or some days.
Yeah, I didn't know till the day.
This young lady said, a guy got heated because the girl at the gas station complimented my body.
A girl?
A girl did, yeah. And the dude got heated.
Gay.
He felt like he was
Nothing's wrong with being gay.
He
But I'm
felt
just
like she
saying.
was
Insecure.
Yeah, he felt like she was disrespecting him.
He thought that girl was gonna take his girl.
That was my last interaction / conversation with him. Man, this one was funny, bro.
Nigga, hold on.
Ask Adrian.
Time out. A girl complimented your girl
Yeah.
and you got upset. Was it a stud? Cause you can't use dyke, can it?
You just did. So.
You got-
No, I'm asking, you know.
I think if you have the
But
opportunity
was
to
it
use
like
stud,
a
you should
gay
use
girl? Like what? Like what?
Bro, some people insecurity levels is just that high
That's
though.
different. Like that's
it. And you don't,
Hey, girl, you look
and you
good.
don't know
Your body look-
what has
coulda
happened
had
before.
Yeah, I was about to say he could have had a history with the girls taking this girl or something.
Yeah. Especially when you're young, all they gotta do is happen one time, and you project that shit without being
Oh, yeah.
aware.
you use
Yeah.
that shit to your advantage, bro.
Everybody ain't got your mind, bro.
But women
Compliment women all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, that shit.
I'm not saying he's right.
I took that as being a little weird, but yeah,
Yeah.
people blow stuff
I
out
think
of
he just
proportion all the time.
insecure.
Yeah.
it's got to be a different word.
Does it have to be?
This one young lady said, I had on some tight pants and we were sitting at a bar. The guy reached over and poked my honey pot because he said he thought it was fake. I was shocked and had no reaction the first time. The second time he poked it, he accused me of having a sock in my pants. I was pissed. Needless to say, that was the last time we spoke.
She stayed at the table the first time he poked.
Hold on.
They was at
What?
the bar.
A sock.
A sock. That's what she said. He accused me of having a sock in my pants.
She had a thick camel toe, I guess.
Hold on. Time out. See,
So he wanted to make sure she was a
So
woman.
this nigga-
He wanted to make sure it was real.
Yeah,
so this nigga poked her vagina.
Her print.
and she stayed at the table.
They were sitting. I guess she said they were sitting at the bar.
Yeah, so he poked the vagina. And then he did it again.
Was she with him, or was this somebody random?
She was
This was
with
a
him.
date.
Yeah, they was on a date.
I think everything is wrong about
Was this a first date? Has to be.
I think it was the first.
Has
yeah.
to be. And to me, the first poke is a red flag right
And
there.
I
Like,
like that pot.
Don't
That
fucking-
was nice.
Yeah.
Oh. That's gotta be a sock. What, nigga?
This is weird.
Dude, bro.
Here go a funny one.
Ooh, Jesus.
We
That
we
shit
done with
from-
that one.
Bro, that,
We done with that one.
bro, what?
That's crazy.
Now the question
Why,
again.
what's the thought process to say I'm gonna do that?
I'm about to go back to the question
And why the
again.
fuck would she wear a sock?
What's
Well,
the
that-
Show off
worst?
her pussy? Like, what?
What's the worst thing that happened
Vagina,
to you
sorry.
while on a date? This young lady said his boyfriend showed up and ended up having it.
All right, that's it. The end. The end. She won.
Ended up.
She won,
They
bro.
ended up having to take me home.
She won.
after it was over.
His
Worst
boyfriend
ever.
showed up, and then the boyfriend took her home.
Yeah. So, cause I had questions too, so I got deeper into it. I was like, so say what now? She was like, yeah. She was like, when he initially introduced, because I had seen the dude. She
These
said I had
people
met the
lying.
dude before.
Everybody lying.
Everybody lying.
I don't believe
She
it.
was like, I had met the
Crazy
dude
world out here,
before.
brother.
He introduced me to the dude as his client, like he was a trainer. So then
Chain night, that ass.
she was like, so then the dude popped up and was like, so I guess we all on a date. And he stayed.
And then took her home.
Then took her home.
So she stayed.
Yeah, because the dude had brought her. Because he had
So
picked
where
her
did he
up.
go?
I don't think that's enough reason to stay. But unless we went to Nashville or something.
No, I mean, was it a time when you could get an Uber? Who knows?
Bro,
I'm going to sit at another table or something, bro.
his boyfriend showed up.
She wanted to get to the bottom of that.
More than likely.
Yeah. I don't want to know
Jesus.
that bad.
Oh, Lord.
Some crazy shit happened.
A man poked this
Appreciate
girl's
you.
vagina.
back on
That's
that one.
honestly where I'm still stuck, dog.
And what was that first one again?
The car trouble.
Okay, yeah, cool, simple.
Yeah.
Oh, car trouble. The guy who got upset about the girl complimenting.
That's
course,
crazy.
of course,
All
of
right,
course.
them three right there.
What?
You said the gay.
Them three.
Yeah. It's some wild shit in this world, brother. Everybody don't think
Yeah.
the way you think. And they don't process the way you process.
And that's I'm gonna start talking on this podcast real honest one day.
Why you been lying?
But bro, no, I don't lie. I just
Omit.
Omission is the
that is why right there.
What's
boyfriend
why?
showed up.
What's why?
That is why
Why what?
it's hard for these women to find these guys because
Shit like that.
Niggas is weirdos though.
And that's
So
from
this
the
one-
guy that's available.
Young
So you
lady
got guys
said.
that's
This young lady said he had a seizure and
That is
scared
wild.
the hell out of me. I was
When we gonna-
26.
You might as well just be free and open out here, right?
that's my bad. Go
Yeah.
ahead, bro.
This young lady said he had a seizure and it scared the hell out of me.
Hell yeah.
I was 26. He didn't have a medical alert bracelet or anything. And this is actually what made her get into the medical field.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened? Did he
That's
die?
why, so I was like, I said, did y'all ever go out again? She was like, nah, he was in the hospital for a while. I was like, damn. That's usually my follow up. Did y'all ever go out again? Like, did anything
Yeah.
else happen?
So you never went out with that girl
What?
that text you?
What text me?
That text you?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, you can, bro. I can, like my grandma said, man, you can only give me your ass to kiss one time. I feel like that was her way of giving me her ass to kiss. Like you got drunk. You know, like you hear dudes be like, man, all these women just wanna, you know what I'm saying, trying to get a free meal. I don't say that.
Yeah.
I don't say that. But like you hung out, we had drinks, we had some food, we had a good time. I ain't tripping on that because we had a good time. It wasn't like I just was like, here, you buy all the food you want.
But if you
we had a good time.
if you catch me finessing, I
Yeah,
catch you
then
finessing.
And then you slipped up, you know what I'm saying? Then you invited, I guess the person she had been dealing with.
Back over.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, cool. You just let him do whatever. This one was a little bit longer. Let me see, there's another one. Y'all let this.
This is amazing stuff.
Yeah.
I wish. I don't know. Nah, fuck it. Because I'm like, dudes, do they grow from that or they stay in that mindset? Like the dude that got mad that the girl gave her a compliment.
He gotta be in jail right now.
He's gotta grow past that at some
He's
point.
in jail. Has to be.
Yeah.
This young lady said,
That level of insecurity is crazy.
he picked me up from work
It's
for a
out there.
lunch date. We were at Longhorns waiting on our meals, and a woman walked up to our table and said, with a baby carrier, yelling, "Is this what you doing while I'm at home with our newborn?"
We saw this on Instagram, didn't it?
What? And she said, "You sit here with," and she called her name. She was like, "Who hates her job and her kids?" And she was like, "What?" He said, "It was in that moment in Black history that I found out that he was married with a newborn. This whole time we were riding and talking, he hadn't hung up the phone, and she was listening to our conversation the whole time."
She knew where y'all was going to.
Yeah. So I was like, so I'm sure you stopped talking to him overall, but what happened right there? She said, we rode back in silence, and when he drove me back, he dropped me off, and I blocked him, and I never saw him again.
Tell the truth, fellas. Tell the truth.
You heard the man.
Allow her to make her own decision.
You gotta put it out there, man. it gets you.
Yeah,
It's gonna get you. Whether it get you right then in the moment or a little bit later on down the line.
And if it gets you later,
it's
can't
gonna
blame
it's
nobody
gonna hurt.
but yourself.
It's gonna hurt.
Yep.
Because it's your fault. You should have said something if you choose that type of lifestyle.
So if
you still ain't got nothing.
No, bro. I ain't never had no.
You ain't never not had enough money.
I ordered correctly. Like I've been on situations to where I was like, okay, cool. I got this, so I'm gonna eat before I get there.
And I'm gonna drink some water,
drink or something.
Hey.
get some goddamn.
But I ain't went on a date in a long fucking time. So then,
what about with your wife? Ain't nothing crazy happen with her?
Nah, hell no.
Oh, all right.
No, dumbass argument in the car. Now we eating in silence. If anything, shit. Hey, you gonna finish that motherfucker while you mad? Yeah, nothing crazy. No.
So if you're watching and you didn't answer that question on our social media, throw your answer in the comments, man.
I got a question.
I think that was a pretty good question.
I got a little question real quick.
For who? Define dog.
Like, just treat her like she ain't shit, but I mean, she fuck when she wanna fuck and shit like that.
Well, I think anytime you treat a woman like she ain't shit, then you're wrong.
Yeah.
Even if you put it out there in the beginning.
But that's what I'm saying. Define what dog is, because
No,
dog
meaning
can just mean I only have you for sex, or dog can be some
like shit. If we out, like I don't really pay you no attention to no shit like that either. Like, I mean, if, I'm gonna be here, but if you choose to come, that's cool. But I still ain't really, gonna fuck with you like that. And on the late night tip, if you want to come through, I'm gonna let you.
I don't think you should use people, but people also make their own decisions.
So that's what I'm asking. If he put up front, like, bro, this is what it is. This it. Like, and we ain't gonna be together. We ain't gonna never be together. And she just in her mind feel like she can change that. Is he wrong for that?
Do you, as a guy, do you come to a recognition that I'm using her for what I told from her? I'm past that.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you recognize that I'm using her? If you feel like you're using her, you should kill it. In the moment you continue to do it after
if she continues to want to be around after I told her, like,
you cannot show up.
Yeah, or she cannot show up, right?
Or you cannot show up.
But if I be here and she shows up, then what?
You told her where you was gonna be at.
Yeah, because we communicated.
Don't tell her I don't want to be around you.
So it's still his fault.
The only reason I want to be around you is because I want to fuck.
So it's still his fault at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like he has a large responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
That topic came up to me, so I just brought it out.
Yeah. Now, I think it's not all his fault.
Right.
But that's what I said.
About to say, I definitely think both parties play a part.
Because based off the conversation, I felt like, I mean, if he put up front what he said, like how he felt, like, listen, baby, you may think all this shit, but you're not the person that I want to be with. You cool, we can kick it and shit, but it ain't gonna be that. But in her mind, she feel like she can change his mind and still continue to put herself in situations to be embarrassed. I feel like that's on the female.
I think it's on both parties. I think in a lot of cases like that, man, what you're doing is you setting yourself up for her to do something to really hurt you in the long run. Because if you had told her it ain't this, but then like it's just like I always talk about how the evolution happened with dating, right? Mm-hmm. And I know it's gonna kind of sound like I'm going off on a tangent, but it kind of relate to it. Like how women used to, like, if a dude was like, hey, like, I ain't really looking for nothing, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to kick it, we can kick it. I ain't looking for no relationship. Like, some women used to be like, all right, well, I'm out, right? While some women said, okay, that's cool, I understand. And then, 2, 3, 4 months later, you find yourself in a relationship that you really weren't trying to be in, right? Because you start doing boyfriend stuff and you just kind of ease into a boyfriend role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was kind of the evolution, because women was like, all right, if he think he gonna just keep me around and get what he want, I'll stay around and end up getting what I want.
In the long run.
Yeah. So.
But this ain't that.
Yeah. So hear me out. What I'm saying is, if he keeps her around and he keeps her around knowing that, and then when she feels like she can't kind of push him into that role, if she were to hurt him, I still think it falls on
So
him.
this is my thing. So what you're saying is, if he keeps her around, it's not to keep her around, because from what I'm understanding, it's a shit. If you leave, cool. If you stay, all right, cool. Also, so which gives her total control of how things move. Because if she left today, I don't think it'll be okay, cool. But if you want to stay, all right. Like, but I'm letting you know. So that's why I said, now if he didn't say, if he was presenting to her like, hey, this is what it's gonna, like, you know, I fuck with you, like this what it is, and he still play it, I feel like that's on him. Like, now you just fucking playing. But if you giving her everything right up front, and you don't give a fuck if she leave or not, I think that's totally on her.
I think if you recognize feelings, because there's opportunities for relationships where we just both know what it is. I don't want nothing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You might have started wanting something, but you cool with us just fucking. I'm not going to knock nobody for that. But if you realize that she's actually catching feelings, she's doing things to be the girlfriend, and you're just, all I'm doing is using you just for this one piece, and you can get the fuck out of my life, I think you should take the responsibility and just go ahead and kill it.
Yeah, because if it's like, all right, we both benefiting from this because you like having sex, I enjoy having sex, and that's what we come together for. But if you, like he said, if you see, or if this person sees that this woman is still like, hey, I cooked, you want to come get some? Or hey, I know you was a little bit behind, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? She's doing extra shit. Like, she's doing girlfriend shit. Yeah. And you know that you're not going to ever put her in a girlfriend role. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you out of bounds for it. Okay. Or that person, let me say it like that. That person is out of bounds because now he's a user.
Yeah.
I looked at that totally different. I think, because if he don't give a fuck if she leave or not, bro, girl, just get the fuck on.
Girl.
Like, for real, bro. Like,
and she should.
Just get the fuck on. Because you looking stupid.
Jaded.
From the story that I'm hearing, like, you looking stupid. Like, you literally just...
But she like the way he make her feel.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I got you.
And however much time she gets from that,
she's cool with it.
Yeah, she's willing to accept it.
With the still hopes of, I'm going to get it all at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know where the question came from, but go back and tell them.
No. It was somebody had a friend situation and they was talking about it, so I was like, that's interesting.
Tell them to watch the show.
Bring that up on the podcast.
Hey, how about this? That kind of brings into another point that we talked about. If you got questions that you would like us to answer on this podcast,
any question,
any type of question, romance, relationship,
anything you guys want to ask us,
and we're gonna be honest.
We're gonna answer.
We're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
All right.
Ask us anything.
He'll lie now. He'll lie.
I'm honest about that.
And it don't necessarily have to be directed to us. It could just be, hey, I got a friend that's going through this. What do you guys think about this?
Or
anything.
Ask the audience what they would think about it.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And we're gonna
we'll bring it on here.
Yeah, we're gonna pick some questions out.
You can put it in the comments.
I like this idea, man.
You can put it in the comments on YouTube. You can hit the social media pages. Everybody know us.
You can take Byron.
You can send it to my DM. You can send it to any of our DMs. We
feel comfortable in your DM,
and we'll bring it anonymous. We'll bring it anonymous so people. If you want it to be. If you don't want people knowing your business, but
I want to call it out. Shamika said.
Let's start anonymous.
Shamika said, "Dear dropping down."
Who is Shamika?
I don't fucking know.
Okay,
that just sounds like a black person name.
Goddamn, you one of them.
Just run it.
White Shamika,
just run it to us, man. We'll get it out here. And shit, we'll even make that the question of the week. How about this? If we make your question the question of the week, we'll shoot you a t-shirt.
That nigga always got to go far, bro. I tell you, we trying to get money, bro.
Cause they be bullshit.
We gotta.
They ain't gonna send no questions.
We gonna edit that part.
We gotta talk through stuff before
we ain't gonna send no questions. I get happy and excited.
We gonna edit that part. But what we all gonna do is
it might be worn.
What we gonna do is you tune in to watch.
These niggas wear mediums and smalls.
Tune in
I'll
to
send
watch
you one of their shirts
and see if we gonna ask your questions.
It's gonna be a worn, autographed version of a shirt.
Game worn, signed jersey.
That nigga that, bro.
It's gonna be a worn, autographed version.
And bring us with them.
Tune in to see if your question is one of the questions that we ask. And see if
then
you get your answer.
See if you get your answer. See if you get your T-shirt.
See if Hey, honestly, something real minute that you just got into on that little monologue you just had is actually to me is gonna lead us into the next conversation we're gonna have. So you said these dudes wear mediums and smalls.
I wear a medium, bro. What the fuck?
He went from a small to a medium.
I ain't no one small, man.
But at one point we did. So today's conversation is really about gaining weight and what that could mean. Gaining weight is when I was 21 years old or 18 years old, I was 175 pounds. Now I'm 225. Gaining weight was...
Damn. Chris said, he's heavy.
That man's solid. But a lot of times it has a negative connotation. You walk up to somebody and you're like, dang, you gaining weight. But to me, I was thinking about, of course, looking in the mirror, seeing how much weight I've gained, where it is. To me, it's a reflective space. It's like, okay, I can say you gaining weight and that weight is down here, or I can say you gaining weight and that weight is up here. To me, it's reflective of what am I doing in my discipline space to gain the weight? Am I in the gym, working out, developing muscle, eating protein, building positive weight or muscular weight? Or am I not doing much in my life, sitting, saturating, and then gaining weight that doesn't look as appealing? To me, another space that we can go to is the more that you develop and work in a certain space, build that discipline, the more weight you can have in your personal life, in your work life. And honestly, once you start developing that, you need it in your spiritual life. So I wanted to talk about gaining weight in different spaces of our lives and how did it make you feel? How did you see it? And what value does it bring to you? And of course, we can start with getting fat or getting big. Like physically, when you start realizing you were gaining weight, or you saw somebody else gaining weight, what did it tell you?
I'll go. No, it's okay, Brandon. I'll jump right in.
Yeah.
So
Why you think about it?
when we talk physically gaining weight, I've seen myself go through different spaces of gaining weight. Like I went through, like it's crazy because you said 225. Like that was my slimmest adult life weight. You know what I'm saying? That was probably like freshman year of college. Like after they put weight on me,
Shit.
they was like, "Hey, now we got you right where we want you." Excuse me. And I was like, man, I still didn't feel like I was heavy enough.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel to do what I was doing and what I felt like I wanted to do in my life on the next levels.
Yeah.
I still didn't think I was at an adult weight. You know what I'm saying? I probably should have been at that weight, but
Yeah, you was probably a good weight.
yeah, I really was.
Yeah.
But I felt like I needed more. But just seeing myself gain weight, and even as I got older, like, man, at one point, bro, I had got up to like, I think right before I met y'all, I went on like a weight binge. Like I was just like, I want to see how big I can get, like how strong I can get.
Yeah.
And I got up to like 287.
Fuck.
And like I didn't feel big. Like people was like, man, what you trying to do? I'm like, bro, I just want to be healthy.
I don't want to fit through doors no more.
Yeah, like, but I felt good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you had been working.
yeah. And honestly, it didn't feel different to me until I came out there and started running around with y'all. And my knees was like, what are you doing?
We were not made by God for this.
What are you doing, my boy? Like, this ain't what we need to be doing on Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, or any other damn day. Like, don't put this type of weight on us. And you know what I'm saying? So then I had to kind of make adjustments. I never felt bad. I never felt like it slowed me down or hindered me or anything like that. But I definitely had to make some adjustments if I was going to continue to do this, like what we do on Sundays with flag football. So I think I made the adjustments. There have been times when, especially now, like I can say right now, with gaining weight in other portions of my life, other parts of my life, I don't get to go to the gym as much as I used to.
Right.
So the weight sits different. You know what I'm saying? Like how you said, the weight can sit here, or it can sit here, or however your bad weight starts to distribute on your body. I think that starts to make a difference. And when you start to see that difference in your life and how you feel and how you move and things of that nature, I think that's when you start to make those adjustments. But yeah, I think now is probably the longest period where I haven't been consistent about it.
Yeah.
About keeping the weight the way I wanted it. But because it's other stuff going on in my life where weight has started to shift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with the caregiving, I think that I would never call it a weight. I wouldn't want to think of it as a weight because I don't want to feel like, usually when we hear weight in a situation like that, we think burden. You know what I'm saying? Like oh man, there's so much weight on my back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to think about it in a sense like that because I think it's a part of the process of life, and it's a learning. It's a portion to learn from going forward because, like I was talking about the whole situation with caregiving, like I know she'll be okay. Like she's gonna get back to a better space.
Yeah.
But it could be preparing me for something later on down the line where she can't get back to a better space. Or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, however that works.
Yeah.
So I think it's, even when you go through these periods of carrying extra weight, it's still a learning period. It's a learning process.
Right.
And you get what you're supposed to get from it, or get what you can from it, and then just kind of move forward.
Yeah.
And adjust to how you manage the weight.
Yeah, when you were talking, I started to think about like a balance beam or like a seesaw. And sometimes the weight distributes to a different space in life, right. But you have to counter that weight with a different type of strength. Maybe a strength that you had or you didn't have, or you have to train yourself to be able to pull that weight back even. So at the end of the day, you want life to be as balanced as you can.
Exactly.
But the weight tends to shift as life goes on, depending on what's happening. You just have to be acknowledged. All right, life has shifted this way. How do I counter that? Maybe I do have to work out at the crib because I can't make it to the gym. But I also got to make sure that I develop create space to take care of my mother because she needs that space that used to be taken up by the gym.
Or if you, like, you know how everybody, especially people who've been doing the gym for a long time, they're like, that's my safe haven. That's where I go and do my thinking. That's my
therapy.
Yeah, that's my therapy. Like, the balancing, right? You said you was talking about meditation. Sometimes you balance that.
I'm doing terrible, by the way.
Sometimes you balance that. You balance not getting to the gym, not having your stress reliever, your go-to space by meditating. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, I got to do what I got to do here at the house, so I can't necessarily go out. Right. I got to do what I can here. Like you said, get your workout at home, or you can just sit and do your meditation. Like, you shift your weight so that you're able to keep yourself balanced and to keep your life balanced.
If let's say the aesthetic was a thing, I can't go to the gym but when I went to the gym, I could eat how I wanted to. Now I have to make an adjustment in my dietary, what I put in my body, because I'm trying to maintain the aesthetic. Mm-hmm. So you have to to me, when somebody says or is thinking I'm gaining weight or you're gaining weight, because honestly, it ain't nothing from nobody in my family to be like, dang, why you getting a little soft, getting a little big, or you gaining weight. Either way, they gonna say it. But now, in my interpretation is now I'm thinking, all right, what have I been doing? What has been affecting me? Because when I started going to work at my company, I used to walk around all day long. 5 miles was nothing. Now, when I move into the office, now I'm sitting down. So now I'm starting to get weight. It's a snack room in there. I got anything that I want all the time. We going to get steaks for lunch. You start gaining weight, you ain't realize it's the adjustment of how your movement in working. So you just have to be, to me, when somebody says that to me, because I don't know if I was confident enough or what. I remember one time my dad told me, like, you're probably going to be square when you get older. I was like 10 years old.
Damn.
But that put awareness on. Yeah, look, he probably didn't even know he meant like a square dude, but just built square.
It's like, you're going to be lame and fat.
Hey, lame man, nigga. Lame man. Hey, you got it right, Pop. Hey, but I'm like, my family, either side, they gonna just let you know what it is.
Yeah.
If it's good or bad, they gonna let you know, and I can only appreciate that. It just makes me reflect, all right, what have I been doing to get me to this point, and what adjustments do I need to make or not need to make based off of what I'm seeing and who I am now because of what I've been doing. So to me, that's like, a lot of people take the word or take gaining weight in a negative connotation, but I think it's okay for you to feel the feeling that it gives you. But then take a look at, how did I get to whatever space this is? It might have been a medical thing. Like, you think about let's think about a woman who just had a baby. She's in a space that she's never been in unless she's had one before. It's a different appearance. It's a different aesthetic. It's a different feeling. But she can understand, I just came from carrying a 10-pound baby. And now that baby's off, I got this extra weight. It's going to take a process for me to get back to who I was and who I want to be.
About how long do you think that should take?
I don't know. I never had one. But I do know.
Nigga said I never had one.
That was a great answer.
The best answer you can give.
But I do know it takes.
He's trying to take you down some more miles.
Not going. I'm here. I'm locked in.
That was a great answer. That was a great
But
answer.
I do know that not doing anything is going to continue to produce the results that I have or worse. So it's a process to take steps to getting back to the active space. Even if it might be 6 months down the line, once you get used to having a baby around and being able to deal with it. But all right, cool. We've got this situated. Let me balance my life back to being able to create some space to develop who I want to be. It might take you a year. I got a friend of mine. She just had her third baby, and she is about fitness. But her physique right now isn't where she wants it to be. But she knows every day, I mean, literally every day, she going to find something to do. Because she knows 3 years from now, I'll be where I want to be. But if that's what it takes, I'm willing to do the process. It's not about necessarily what I am right now, because I know how I got here. Now, what's the process to get where I want to be?
That was good, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I want to hear your voice now.
You said something, and you was talking about your mom, and you didn't want to look at that as a weight because people associate weight with burden. That is a weight, right?
Yeah.
It may not burden you, but it is a weight.
You may not want it to be, but it is.
Just like, so I got kids, right? But the more shit that these little shits want to do, it's more weight. You know
I hate shit's better than the N-word.
But the more stuff they want to do, it's more weight, right? And I don't look at it as a burden. So I've been trying to change my mentality, right? So as far as like, when something happens, I be like, man, I just thank God that I'm able to take care of it, right? So that way stuff don't really look like a burden, because it's not necessarily a burden. To me, the burden is my kid want to do this and I can't afford it. Now that's a burden that I carry, right? And that's going to be a way heavier weight for me to bear than to have them do this extracurricular activity, which adds weight, but it ain't a burden weight. That burden weight different. It hurts, and it's like, man, God, I wish my son could
put you in the sunken place.
I wish my daughter could do dance. I wish my son could play football, but I can't. So now that type of weight is like, now I'm trying to see what I can do to, even make that happen for him. So all this stuff is a weight, right? It just don't have to be a burden.
Yeah,
so it's definitely a weight.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's what I was saying. I don't see it as I don't take it as a weight, the burden weight.
Okay,
that's all.
Right.
Like, because it's still. If I'm moving in a positive direction with it, I don't look at it like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And that's a positive direction for her, because it's gonna get her back to where she's comfortable and more in her independent phase where she was. You know what I'm saying? When she gets closer to that, like anytime we're getting closer to that I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So it's a weight because it's not a part of who I was in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So because this is added, it's a weight. I don't want to see it as a burden, because I'm moving positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it's a weight that's slowing you down, stopping you from something, like, and it may eat, and you'll have your times even when you feel like it is. But like the way I was raised, when stuff is slowing you down, it's only slowing you down for your good. Like, that's the way I always saw it. Like, you're right where you're supposed to be when you're there, right? Like, think about, one day this happened to me. Pulling out of my driveway, it was a car coming down the street. I had more than enough time to pull on out in front of them and back out and take off. But I was like, man, fuck it. I'll just wait, let the car go by. So the car go by. I bagged out. I kind of didn't even pull off fast. right between my house and my neighbor house, 3 fucking deers just came running out of nowhere, shot across the street.
Yeah.
Had I been moving as fast as I thought, motherfucker probably would have hit the hood.
window. Yeah.
So I'm right where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's preparing me for something else or slowing me down from being a part of something else, I know I'm right where. Ain't no need me getting frustrated. You know, so when I'm stuck in traffic in Atlanta, I'm like,
so look,
this is what I'm supposed to be.
That's how I used to be. Like that shit used to get me, especially like going out of town and shit. Oh God, I
want to get there.
I want to leave when we leaving at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
If it's 5:25, 5:30,
you already know.
Ooh,
you
boy, if we woke up on time.
Right.
What are we doing? But you get to somewhere, so it's like, man. So let's just say we're going to Mardi Gras. Man, the parade gonna be in the start. We got there, they blocking all the streets, they doing all this shit. I'm gonna get myself fucked up. I get there, ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nobody on time.
Not even the parade late. You know what I mean?
And you get there and you just pissed. You pissed there instead of pissed.
I say you done just stressed out for 2 hours.
And like, so now I just got the mentality, no matter what, bro, like, shit gonna happen like it's supposed to.
That's it.
Like, it just is. And so now if I'm slowed down, I was like, well, maybe God was stopping me from something.
He just saved me or something.
Like, yeah. So,
I mean, you get what you get from it.
Yeah. So
and go forward.
I've been in so many late situations that I've stressed myself out about and get there, and it's just the same shit. Hey, man, we're gonna be late for the party. God damn, man, shit gonna be over in 2 hours. Everybody getting there when the same time we getting there. Like, oh,
and you know, I'm the person that's trying to be there on time.
Yes.
What's funny is like
you're part of the setup.
Hey, for real.
Yeah, you get there, you pouring ice still.
Hey, can you put these tables out? You like, God,
I've learned to be
like, I don't know when I put no.
I've learned to just if it is, it is. But one thing that kind of hurt me and my wife for a little while because I'm a punctual person, and she's like, go with the wind. And a lot of times go with the wind, get there whenever the wind get there, and that's normally late.
And I ain't saying that not be punctual, but try.
But what I'm saying is like, I used to get so irritated and frustrated because we late. I need to be there, and then that ends up messing up the rest of the night for us, which over time can deteriorate the relationship. But when you realize what you made the realization is that I'm where I'm supposed to be and the time I'm supposed to be there. Let me enjoy the time that I'm here. Maybe that 15 minutes that we late put us in traffic to be able to spend some time together, because when we get there, it's going to be trying to finesse and talk with everybody, and we don't really get a chance.
You're a politician that places too. You got to go around, shake all the hands, kiss all the babies.
It ain't like I'm trying to be like, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna wait and I'm just gonna be late. That's never the mindset.
Yeah.
But if it just so happens shit is pushed back a little, but I've tried, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like,
but sometimes the weight of the wife, the kids, whoever is slowing you down, but it's really just an opportunity for y'all. It's an opportunity to not ruin a night.
Sometimes the weight causes you to wait.
Exactly.
I got that.
And sometimes the weight is good.
Yeah.
You need to put that on the shirt.
Sometimes the weight is good.
Sometimes the weight is good. And have it dripping something.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. You gotta leave some shit.
If you just stop, the weight is good. Then you say, then it's just be dripping, and you like,
the fuck are you talking about? Wow. See,
I think you understand. That's why I'm square, right? But I wanted to jump on something that you said about like adding weight, and I pictured like a sled. Like when you first put 2 plates on the sled, and you pulling that thing like it's nothing. Cool. My body's conditioned for this. And then I put a 3rd plate on there. Oh shit, it's a little heavy, but my body is strong enough to get it moving. Then you put 4 plates, 5 plates, and that shit can't go nowhere. Now I know that I have to go develop other parts of my body to then be able to pull that weight. So my mind went to work. It's like, all right, I've been pushing good for the last 4 years. I got added, some more weight was added to my plate. I'm cool, I'm pushing it, it's managing. Then some more weight got added. And I realized I have some limitations in this space. Mm-hmm. I need to strengthen this space so I can pull that weight, because I got to pull it. It's my weight to bear. So I think that's why I keep going there. It's a reflection of the weight that I'm gaining in life. What is it telling me about who I am right now and what I need to develop? Because at work, All right, now I might need to go learn a little bit more leadership skills. I need to go be a little bit more organized, use some applications that help me be organized to be able to communicate to the team more efficiently. When before it was like, we go sit down, had this meeting, everybody understand, cool. But now I need to send these reminders because the things that they're missing are the things that are crucial. So it's realizing where you are right now, understanding that that's what it is, but then
you're right where you're supposed to be.
You're where you're supposed to be, but now be able to realize I need to do or expand my capacity to build more. Or you can take the exception, like, you know what? I don't want to be in that space, and I'm cool with who I am. Either way is fine, but the realization and the reflection period of understanding the weight that you're gaining, even when you start getting to your spiritual life, like, cool, I might pray twice a week, and then shit start happening. Life starts to show me, bro, you need to get back to where you know it's coming from. I need to block off on my calendar these 30 minutes to spend time with God. But the weight of life will show you that, even if you don't really realize it in your day to day. So I just think, like, I know this topic, it was kind of sketchy when we first brought it up, but there's so many areas in life where we gain weight, but the reflection of where we are now and how I want to proceed to get better, how I learn to get better, we can take action on moving forward. It's not a negative thing for somebody to tell you that you're gaining weight,
managing
good
your
or
weight.
bad.
It can be
Managing your
literally
weight,
just a part of your growth.
It's your weight.
Yeah.
It's just a part of your growth. Like, I talked about this. I had kind of made a post on Facebook about it. Like, you can be like thinking like, you know, everybody play the lottery, right? I'm gonna hit for these 63 million,
I'm
64 million,
and I'm out of
560 million. You struggle managing your tax return. You're not ready for that weight. You're not ready for that weight.
Ain't nobody asking you for nothing right now.
Nah, you're not ready for that
Uncle
weight.
Sam let you ride under the radar
You know,
right now.
They say it's a curse. It's a curse of for winning the lottery, right? How people win the lottery and then they end up being broke and they don't have no money because they weren't ready for that weight, right? Like, you move through life and it's a process, right, to get you better, to grow you, right?
Right.
So think about it like this: when you're a young man, you get a job making $35,000, you're like, that's enough for me. Right? Especially think about when you started making 35. You're like, hey, that's enough. I can pay my rent, get me a pair of shoes here and there, go out and have a drink if I want to.
I can eat.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Gas in the tank.
Then you start, you manage that 35,000. Then you get your little you get bumped up, you making 50. You like, shit, 50. I was good with 35. I know I can do it with 50. One thing about it, more money, more problems, right? So you get you a credit card, you ran through that, boy. Yeah. Now you paying a credit card bill. Like, damn, where the rest of my money going?
Exactly. I was good at 35.
I'm making an extra 15 grand a year. But you eventually get to a point where you manage that 50, right? Then you make 65 and you manage that well for a year or two. And you don't think about it like this, but this is how I think about it. I ain't gonna say everybody need to see it like this, but God is kind of taking me through a process where I'm learning to manage what he gives me.
Right.
These blessings that he's giving me, right? Along the way, he's also looking at, are you blessing other people as you go along this route?
Yeah.
Or are you just blowing through and not even recognizing the blessings that you get in yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because the way I was taught, when you start to get blessed, you start to bless others, right? And that's how you can, that's the process.
Or the other way around. When you start to bless others, you start to get blessed.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a whole workaround, right? Uh-huh. So now you get to a point, now you're making $120,000, $130,000 and you've been blessed with more things.
Yeah.
Are you still being a blessing to others? And are you managing your blessings the right way, right? Like, so then when you hit this lottery, you learn how to budget money.
Right.
You learn how to say, all right, this is what I'm investing. Here's who I'm helping. I'm helping the same people I was helping when I was getting the 35.
Yeah.
Helping the same people I was like, or I can take on more because I have more. So I'm gonna help a little bit more. I'm gonna grow the way that I'm helping.
Right.
And move. Like, I feel like you are where you are for a reason. Like, when you start to talk, like, even like, so the weight is a good weight. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's another way of looking at good weight. Like how you was talking about. We add a plate, add 15,000.
Yeah.
Add another plate, add another 15,000.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you dragging the gym.
Yeah.
You looking like them dummies who hanging upside down, bench pressing couches, doing sit-ups with with 35s hanging from their ankles.
But if you got 2 plates and you throw 10 plates on, you gonna blow your calf muscle, your back, your hamstring.
Because it's still a process.
Exactly.
It's still you still gotta trust the process. Yeah. It's just like you was just talking about prayer. Like your prayer life don't jump from I wasn't praying to now I'm leading devotion at the church.
Right.
You ain't ready for that step. Them old women to get you from up there, boy. them old women be like, who
let this boy?
Who told you? Hey, and you may finish it that day, but that'll be your last.
They gonna be behind and they were behind the pulpit. No, he can't come up here no more.
No man, the ushers will usher you out of there. Yeah. Them soft shoes will walk you on out of there. So with anything, there's still a process
the
to get
original on cloud.
So it's still a process to get into that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna just throw 10 plates on there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna wake up and have a prayer life. You ain't your prayer with God ain't gonna sound like the deacon who been the deacon for 45 years. He ain't been through something. That man prayer sound like that because he been through something.
Yeah.
The worst you done had is you lost your debit card last week. Dang.
Man, can you ask my parents to send me $20 more?
That was a little off subject, but you just brought up something that I was like, I used to be at church like, bro, what the fuck? Like people shouting and like, I used to be so confused. And then as an adult now, nigga, a song could just get me break me down.
Cause you done been through something. You done been through it now. You done seen what those quote unquote old people back then saw. You know what I'm saying?
My Lord. Nigga, you ain't even what you talking about? Now, nigga, yeah.
And it was because they were trying to figure out how to give you lunch money.
Nigga.
You know how to pay the mortgage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Man. People being like, man, I used to say that about my grandfather. I was like, man, he prayed different. I don't even know how to start my prayer like that. Like my granddad used to come, he used to get down on one knee, and the way he used to start, I used to be like, "Hey God."
Hey,
my granddad come down, get down on one knee, and say, "Father God, we come before you."
Dear Heavenly Father.
He done done that.
He has done it. Yeah. He's been through the process though. You know what I'm saying? He saw some things to make it easier for him to. But he ain't always been that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had to
somewhere.
add some plates.
Yeah.
He had to add some plates.
It's crazy how when you talking about going back towards prayer, it's sometimes when we recognize how much weight we have, sometimes it's time to release some weight. And a lot of times prayer is an opportunity to release the weight that you have on your mind into God's hands, into whatever power you feel like his hands. Get that shit off, because I'm only built for this right now.
So look, it's made for both, right? Because we were talking about that burden weight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also, God, please get this off me. Like, help me to bear these burdens, right? Because that's what it is. Not necessarily give it off me, but help me, give me strength, Lord, to bear what I'm going through.
Release the anxiety that I have on it and give me the strength to bear.
Also, with that prayer is, Lord, thank you for this weight that I have, right? And that's the weight that we was talking about.
Yeah.
Lord, thank you for allowing me to pay this mortgage. Lord, thank you for allowing me to pay this car note. Yeah. Like, all this stuff is weight, but I thank you for allowing me to even have this weight and blessing me to get through it.
Trusting me to be able to bear it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because the weight, some of the things I got going in life now is like, I know the things that God helped me get through to this point.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me all this weight because he believes from everything that I've shown him that I can bear it. And I gotta believe that. So when I go through and I am able to bear it, I just appreciate the fact that he gave me the opportunity.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have that, man. Why me, Lord? Jesus.
Look at him. He's chilling. That shit on him.
I was just having a conversation.
But thank you. Appreciate it.
I was just having a conversation about like watching your own plate, basically, and it goes back to like the weight, right? WAIT.
Yeah.
Right.
With the drip.
We just had
be determined.
know somebody who was just going through a situation, right? and they was going through it, and they kept seeing everybody else who was going through the same situation that they was going through, like shit just get resolved.
Yeah.
Quick. Right? Quick. Like, damn, why the fuck my shit, like, what's taking mine so long?
Yeah.
Right? So you watching everybody else go through the same thing you went through, but the situation's getting handled, right?
Yeah.
Maybe differently, but it's getting handled. So now you just like, what the fuck is taking it so long for mine, right?
Yeah.
So that's watching somebody else. So the wait is when they finally got their opportunity, right, and to get their situation handled, their situation turned out better than everybody else that they was talking about.
That guy.
Right? Like, so
2-year wait. The court case.
oh, even that.
We'll see.
Yeah, but see, like,
Hey.
that. So I was like, bro, that's a life lesson. Like, you was so busy and being frustrated about what somebody else had going on.
But just trying to remain patient.
Yeah, but the fact that yours took a while, you waited, and now you had the best results out of everybody that you thought had a great, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
situation.
I like the analogy that you talked about, like your plate, because I just thought about his situation. He's been waiting and waiting and waiting, but the experience that some of the conversations that he's brought back to us, just based on going through this process, is stuff that he's gonna carry for the rest of his life to either help you in a situation or help somebody else in a situation, because this was on your plate to actually handle, to manage, and you dove in and got the nutrients that you needed, and you digested it, and now it's something that you can carry forward for yourself as well as the people around you.
It's crazy because, like, maybe about a week after that, all that got started.
Yeah.
Like, one of my high school teachers posted something because she was going through it, and she was like, "Hey, this is what you need to do. Like, these are the steps that you need to do so that going forward, you don't have to go. Nobody else in your family have to go through this situation. You won't have to go through this situation again. So if you know somebody that has family that would benefit from their death, this is how they need to manage it." And when I saw that, I was like, wow, like I can't say I paid attention to it even if it had been said or talked about prior to.
Yeah.
But like when we started going through it, I started noticing it. I started seeing it more and more. And like right now, like the stage we at, I'm just kind of like, whenever, you know, or whenever they figure it out, whenever the courts say it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be done. But I'm not pressing at it, but I'm, like you said, I'm learning as much as I can so that I can pass it. Like, trust are important, wills are important, like making sure you got anything that you got that's supposed to be going to somebody. When God call you home, make sure you put it in writing.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I can take from that. You can have all the insurance policies you want. If you don't put the right names on it the right way, legally, man, these folks will take everything from your people. So if you ain't learned nothing else, there goes something. There's your dime.
All right, we ready to flip it now?
What's the flip? The other way?
The weight.
Go ahead.
Can we get there?
Go ahead.
We said a lot of great things. Take your dimes.
Yeah.
All right. So the next weight.
Go ahead.
I want to see how you
with
kick
it. Yeah,
this
go ahead.
Fat people unite.
What is that?
I said fat people unite.
Oh man, I don't even know how to flip
What's
it,
up,
but
bro?
that was funny. Watch your weight. Okay.
That man said, watch your weight.
Watch your weight. But no, we started out talking about, the size we were and how we, felt and all that shit, right? I remember during COVID, had almost got up to like 200 pounds.
Come on, bro.
And I was tricking myself like, man, but like this feel good. This ain't bad, nigga. I'm still moving right, nigga. I was pulling hamstring,
Going up the steps.
Getting out of the car at the gas station.
I crossed over a gas pump and pulled my hamstring.
That shit was. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Bro, hurt. Nasty.
He couldn't even play the first day.
But yeah, so
I feel like the first day everybody got hurt.
I was hurt on the ride down.
He couldn't play. Like he didn't dress. I told him,
Yeah, he
do
was
not
like, bro,
play.
don't dress up. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was wild. But what I was saying was, right, I had tricked my mind to like, I could do this. The weight felt good. I was, you know, like hitting people a little bit or whatever. And when we was playing, I told the old ball, like, man, that big nigga moving. And so nigga was like, who? Nigga was talking about me. Like, hold on. So that was kind of a wake up call for me, right?
That's that.
So
Gaining weight.
Yeah. So I want to know, like, what's the proper way to tell somebody, hey, you know, you getting fat, or you gaining too much weight, or you don't look like you used to look. That's my question.
Anybody or
Hey, so you guys put that in the comments. Let us know your let us know your response.
That's the question of the week.
Friend and significant other.
So to say that's the tougher one.
Yeah,
Significant other is
for sure.
tough. But friend, honestly, like
I think friends can be tough.
friend is more, as long as it's 1-on-1 to me. Like, don't do that shit in front of the. I mean, we do.
I was just about to say
we do that.
I
Shit.
was like, oh no, not
What
this
are we
nigga.
talking about?
I
I don't say, nigga, we both called you fat at the same time. You did something when we first started the season. We looked at each other like, yeah, that nigga got big.
They throw a pass like that. You got that.
No. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck y'all niggas talking about, because I know what y'all talking about. Because this nigga said, "Damn, didn't get off the ground, did it?" No, that Jill threw a fucking pass. Listen, y'all niggas done seen me jump.
But what I'm saying,
Yeah, and then we saw you jump.
what I'm saying is, so
I
listen,
shouldn't have even jumped because I had no chance at the
But we
pass.
saw that you had gained weight.
Yeah, it
though.
wasn't even really about
Right,
how you got
it wasn't-
the
it wasn't
ground.
about-
It was like you opened up, we just saw it.
We joked about that, but we both saw you, right?
Yeah.
You hadn't been that big.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. We looked at each other like, yeah, that nigga gained some weight.
Yeah.
We used another word, but you know,
Yeah, we attributed to something.
to
but
something else. But yeah,
That's crazy. I already know what the fuck this nigga talking about. Because it was them fucking little
situation.
crossing
I know what he
routes.
fucking about.
It was them fucking little crossing routes that we
it was the
ran.
situation.
That
But
nigga said, damn, he didn't get off the ground. Damn, like, it wasn't no need. Nigga, I couldn't catch that. That bitch was high as fuck.
Hey,
I thought
man.
you had bounce.
Hey, listen.
That, nigga, when you running, fuck that. All right, let's see. Your little fat ass. Don't fade. Let's see.
You had
We'll
also
see.
you had also agreed to you like man, a little bit, you know.
But you had gained some weight.
It's part of it, right? But I think in our own unique way, it's our responsibility to be like, hey, bro, tighten up.
No yardage.
Because even with yourself, like even with myself, like if I'm getting too much done, like nigga, I walk past that mirror and I want my shirt to goddamn, if that bit, like, oh, I gotta work on that.
Yeah.
But it make you feel better too, right? So that's kind of why I try to stay on my shit. But I think as far as our dynamic, we do it a little different.
Yeah.
We were talking today, like, brother, come on, goddamn.
Nah, that nigga,
we
he
ain't
was
say
trying
all
to
that.
get big.
No,
That
we
nigga-
ain't say all that. We ain't say all that.
What we say?
We just said that somebody thought I was solid. They felt me. That's all.
Nigga, you said, yeah, that just let me know where I'm at. I'm not moving like I was. We just talked about it.
Yeah. I
So-
thought you were talking about that Chris conversation.
No.
Nah,
Chris, yeah, that was different.
Yeah.
Just say, that nigga almost killed me.
Yeah, you ran into that man too hard. But yeah,
he ran into Wallace.
He ran into me.
That
Well,
was,
yeah,
that was
you're
what
right.
was even funnier because he literally created the contact.
You're right.
And was like,
yeah, that shit different sometimes.
yeah, man, nigga get grown.
No,
Yeah.
I think each person is, you understand the dynamic. Like I told you, my family, everybody in the family know is, if you show a change, people gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Good or bad, you just know the dynamic. With us, we know the dynamic.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to tell you you a fat piece of shit. We just saying,
No.
hey, man, you done gained a
And
little
because
weight.
we know, like, we know, first of all, with us, we know how you perform with less weight. And we know how you look with less weight. Like, you want to look
Right.
your best.
Right.
And sometimes what I'm saying is we don't even recognize it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, and what we put in our mind, like, man, I can get away with this.
Yeah.
And then you hear a motherfucker, like, oh, maybe I can't get away with
I'm gonna
this.
tell you this, bro. I felt like at 228, I could still see my abs, and I could still feel I felt like my shoulders were straight. And then I went out there, and somebody, I think it was OC, he was like, "Man, you getting kind of fat, ain't you?" But I was looking this way. Everybody else was looking around this side. I I didn't even think about turning sideways and seeing, oh, you getting some width on you. Square.
This nigga crazy.
But that's the thing. Like sometimes you only see the things that you want to see, the good in yourself, and it takes sometimes friends, sometimes not friends, to let you know. And that's why I'm saying when it's said, it's gonna make you feel how you make you feel. But look at it as where's the truth in it? Honestly, in everything. Anything somebody says, where's the truth in it?
Because you can also, you look good, you look good, you look good, and then you look like the
bullshit.
couch.
Exactly.
It's like I don't think I'm being a good friend or significant other to just allow that to happen.
I'd probably say fuck you a lot faster if you let me do that than telling me I'm fat.
Like, nigga,
and I'm like, oh shit, I need to get to work.
Like, cause like I said, even when I was at my biggest during that time, nigga, I had changed my mindset. Like, nigga, this alright, fuck it.
Yeah.
When it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, the shit
But
clear.
have you had, I know we had the conversation amongst friends. Have you had to have that conversation with somebody that you cared about as a significant other? And like what the question we posed was, how does one tell their significant other that, hey, you're gaining weight, or hey, you need to might want to tighten up? Have you had to have that situation?
Yeah.
In your past?
Yeah.
Do you remember how that conversation went?
Yeah, don't go with it.
Ever.
And you try to find ways, cause like I feel like you can tell me like, damn nigga, but it'll come back. Well, I don't tell you how you like. No, tell me.
Yeah.
The fuck, I want to be fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
especially for you.
Yeah.
Like, man, I see these niggas. I'm like, man, I got it. Like, I'm finna say, I want a motherfucker to be like, oh, that nigga fine. It don't matter, but nigga, that shit, like,
Right.
that's what I want.
Right.
And I want you to be able to tell me that.
Coming home, like, he come home, that's me.
I honestly would like to hear the woman's perspective, how
Me
they would
too.
like to be told.
And I want to
because not like,
and I'm
how
always,
would you wanna be
that's
told?
me, but nigga, you want to have some confidence in that.
Yeah.
Like, man,
You want to actually be excited about it.
So for the viewers, the listeners, let
Please
us
help
know.
us out.
Let us know
Skated around.
what's a
So we skated around now.
Not really.
what's
We ain't give an
a
answer.
cool
We
way,
about
or
to-
what's an
I'm about to ask
okay
again.
way? What's an okay way to hear that you're gaining weight and it's not necessarily a good way?
Offensive.
Yeah, and it's not offensive or it doesn't make you feel some type of way when you hear it. Let us know. It won't be on next week's episode, but on the week following.
I think also though the listeners understand that if somebody that cares about you expresses it to you, like I said, you're gonna feel how you feel about it. But be able to take some time in your own space to be understanding that they're trying to help, even if you feel like I already knew that. And then make your decision on what you want to do about it. At the end of the day, you gotta live with you. So if they told you, it's hopefully coming out of a space of love. You know when somebody's doing that or not.
Right.
But especially if somebody's coming out of a space of love and just trying to, hey, even just for the dynamic of this relationship, be able to hear them, and then you make a decision about how you want to do. It's gonna take a process. You didn't get here in a day. It's not gonna take a day to get where you want to get. But just start the process.
And effort means a lot.
Does it? Boy?
Right, we can work through effort, and you don't want to turn off your man or your girl. You know what I mean? Because you don't, look a certain way. So I'm sure that's the last thing I want.
Yeah.
Is to be a turn off. Like, nigga,
I don't even like looking at your
I
ass.
just don't like it.
Let alone be on top of your ass.
And I
That
think
man
that's
said,
okay.
I don't even like looking at your ass.
No, I'm saying because I love you, right? And all of that shit. So we still gonna do what we do, but nigga, I wanna just watch you sometimes.
Boy. Yeah.
So so what's a good way for a man to be told as a man that you gain weight from your significant other?
I mean, baby, I think you gain a little weight. You know I love you no matter what, but I know the figure that you want to hold. You know what I really I like to see you a certain way.
That's what she telling you?
Yeah,
That's how you gotta take it?
that's how I'm imagining her telling me.
Okay.
Yeah, because honestly, significant others hit different than friends. Like you could tell me something rugged and it's just what it is, but because of our connection, I would appreciate if it sounded like she took the time to think about how I might receive it. I think at the end of the day, that's the goal.
I think it's person by person. Cause me, all I need to hit, man, babe, you getting fat. Bet. Alright. Cause I don't want to be fat to you. So now, nigga, I'm finna do what I need to do because that's where it started. Like, I need to look good for you at home. So that's how I'm taking it, right?
Yeah.
But you can't give it like...
Well, I don't know if I'm... Honestly, I don't know if I'm as confident enough to take it like that from my significant other.
Oh.
Like, with my homies, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But with her, I would appreciate that she's trying to give me something valuable, thinking about how I feel. And as long as that's there, I can take it.
Yeah, cause I still think delivery with anything still makes a difference.
Yeah.
And it's a know your audience type of thing too. Because like your wife knows that you're different from say his wife. Yeah. Like his wife probably needs to think out more how she gonna deliver this because it could.
Let me write this nigga a letter.
It could be something different.
I appreciate it. All day and night, please, thank you.
Just like you said, just be like, hey man, you getting fat, ain't it? And you'll make your move.
Yeah, because it's like, oh shit, all right. Because it ain't no, like, I don't automatically think like, damn,
you trying
she
to
don't
be
love
funny.
me no more.
Yeah.
She ain't attractive no more. Like, nah, nigga, you just getting big. And I know I know how you like to look, and I know how I like to see you.
But see, that's her saying that is what I hear better. That's all.
Okay.
So those extra words, them extra 2 sentences you said,
automatically in my mind, that's what that goes to. Because baby, you getting fat. It means like, nigga, tighten up.
But to me, in relationships, there shouldn't be space for
that. Because it could
forward
be a
interpretation.
So what would be a negative thought from that? Like, if she just said, "Babe, you getting fat."
You don't find me attractive.
You don't find me attractive. I probably shouldn't find myself attractive because to me, fat for me is not acceptable. So now I'm not acceptable to myself. Like I said, you're going to feel how you feel. It's what you do afterwards. So tomorrow, I'm going to be straight. But right now, it's going to hurt.
Gotcha.
And then when it comes from a significant other, I got to see you every day and you just hurt me. So to me, if you try to give me that information, trying to I guess include how I might feel in it, we good. But if you just throw some shit at the wall, that shit might stick, it might not.
How would you have to take it?
Not so much like that. Like it didn't have to be as thoughtful.
Yeah.
I think it's probably just more so paying attention. Just be like, hey, you ain't been hitting the gym like you used to. Like, because that'll just make me tighten up.
Okay.
Like that's all it'll take.
Yeah.
I think I still rather something a little bit more direct than that.
Not for me.
You ain't been hitting the gym like you do. Like,
no, because
what I look like.
Like to me, that'll say everything.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like that,
we all different.
That says enough. Yeah, like you just need. Hey, you getting fat. Period.
Cause me, you ain't been hitting the gym like that. Cause me, I go at 5 in the morning, right? Yeah. So, nigga, you ain't been hitting the gym like that. It could be to me like, nigga, you been getting lazy, but you need to get up. Like,
yeah, see,
and not necessarily about how I look. It's just, nigga, you need to just stay consistent. Type shit. You look good, but stay consistent. My mind, you know what I mean?
That's knowing your audience.
Yeah.
Like, cause for me, it wouldn't be, oh, you ain't consistent. It's just like more so, like you ain't been taking your time. Cause I know that's your time. Mm-hmm. So you ain't been taking your time. So you ain't been hitting the gym. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll just make me think like, oh, I haven't been, I've been slipping on my time.
But that wouldn't make you think you fat though.
That made me I need to hit the gym.
Okay,
that ain't give me that either.
Yeah,
like, I need to know.
Like, to me, that give me like, all right, cool. I need to take my time.
My arms ain't.
Hey, baby, I started meditating on the 30 minutes, and when I got off work, that's still your time.
Yeah.
But
getting fat is.
But that ain't my time. That ain't never been my time when she associate my time with. So, like because you know your audience. You know what that my time looks like for them.
And but see, that's what my mind went to. My wife is pretty much asking me what's changing. If she says you're not taking your time, because you got to do something. What's changing in your life? Not necessarily you gaining weight.
Yeah, she Yeah.
I just don't think it's no good way to tell a female. But I do want to hear what you guys put, or please let us know.
Because we got to tell you.
And not just us, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot of guys. No, for real. Cause
I'm laughing at
I know.
this nigga.
no,
You
me
hear
too.
that?
No, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
That man said, we gotta tell you.
We do.
Because they going to do exactly what I just said I
We
did.
do.
I'm looking all right enough, and then shit. Now I'm a sofa.
You could be a sofa, bro.
Thanks for coming out. Yeah, another episode.
Yeah, man. This is great talk, man. Great talk.
That man said, you can be a sofa.
You could.
You can be a love seat.
Hey, you get back to 285.
Bro, that's it. Yeah.
I wasn't a sofa at 285.
Hey, it's a different time of life.
But
The 285 might look a little different.
Somebody else may be a sofa.
A lot of people be a sofa.
Nigga, I would be a sofa at 285.
I think it depends on what you're going into your
It's how
285
it's
looking
built.
like. Yeah.
How it's built. Up or down.
If you going in there, really like push and pull, you can get
Man,
up to
listen,
285 and be.
If I get 285 and muscle,
you might be running from Mr. Olympic.
Yeah,
no.
had some legs then.
just know I was doing something to make my penis this small.
So realistically, shit, what you call wasn't that tall? What's my man name? Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
Ronnie Coleman wasn't that tall. That man was 300
Now
pounds.
he can't walk.
But it wasn't because of the muscle. He blew out his back though.
I wonder why that was.
So I'm happy.
But think about it's a whole bunch of other niggas.
Whole weight that weight
It's
for him.
it's a whole it's a whole bunch of other people that's competing that's that weight and they fine.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
It's not for me, brother. That's all.
Brandon will never be 285. We
Don't
appreciate
wanna
your
be.
time. We appreciate your attention. Appreciate your space.
Please help us out on how to tell these people.
Yeah, y'all got some homework. Y'all got some homework.
That-
Let us know
have
what's
fun with it too, man.
what's an
Tell us
easy
So how
way.
would you want to know?
Yeah,
that
like
you're fat?
what's a way that is comfortable for you to receive that
to it.
type of information?
Yeah, man.
Like that you may be gaining weight and that you should start working on getting some of that weight off. Also, shoot us your questions so we can have the questions of the week. We'll answer them for you, and we'll let everybody else answer them for you. Shoot us that.
So Byron can stitch you a shirt together.
Yeah. It's gonna be one worn, a small or medium, worn by these guys, signed,
Medium.
sent out. Also,
Keep trying to make me small.
also,
you were, but you gained some weight.
also,
Never was
tell your
small.
friends
Never
to
was
tell your
small.
friends
I
to
seen that
tell your
picture.
friends to come be
I
our
didn't wear
friends.
small.
Yeah.
So
when I
we
was
can
small.
all be
I was
friends.
wearing
Oh, yeah.
2X.
Have
We can all
them
be friends.
subscribe, share, comment, like, all that good
all
stuff.
Hit the
nigga.
bell, man. Yeah, I know.
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell.
But yeah, we still shooting for that 1,000.
We love you, man.
We still shooting for the 1,000
385
subs.
right now.
Yeah, man, we still growing this.
Hey, slow as we supposed
Go
to.
by www.droppingdymes.com. Buy some.
With a Y.
Dimes with a Y. Go buy some.
Hey, look, it won't be there forever, so might as well do it now.
New soft merch. Soft. You know what I'm saying? Soft to the
We're
skin.
gonna have a commercial for y'all real soon.
Brandon gonna put that together.
Right after these messages.
And we back. Hey, if all hearts and minds are clear,
man. Then we out.
man. If all hearts and minds are clear, y'all got anything for us?
Nah, that was it, man. That
love
was a
y'all,
good
man.
talk
Hey,
today,
I
man.
truly love y'all, and I love y'all, bro.
We love
Appreciate
y'all.
Don't
we
allow
love
your
y'all, we
weight
love
to
y'all.
be your weight.
There you go.
Just wait on it.
He just preached the whole sermon. Y'all didn't even
They
hear
ain't
it.
catch it.
I did, though.
Dang,
Nah, I
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that, though.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So
Y'all running back
until
again.
then,
Watch.
we love y'all. See y'all next week.
All love, baby.